Leah Thomas, the transgender swimmer who after competing for years as a man decided all of a sudden I identify as a woman. I want to go into the female locker room and I'm going to win national championships using my physical advantage. Leah Thomas is a freak. We've known this the entire time. All you have to do is look at Leah Thomas and you can tell that. But now it's getting even worse than anyone could have possibly expected. The person that's presenting themselves as, I just identify as a woman and I feel like this is where my place is. I need to be in the female locker room. Now we're finding out that Leah Thomas is staring at women in the locker room, that Leah Thomas is just flopping their dick out all the time right in front of these females, and it's pretty disgusting and disturbing. But now it's getting more nefarious because Leah Thomas, this person has convinced the media, they've convinced all these activists out there that they need to be supporting this person. But in reality, what this person's intentions are disgusting and disturbing. Take a look at this. This is from Jake Crane over there with Crane & Company. Shout out to them. Thread. This is a thread we never expected to write. We sat down with NCAA women's swimmer Riley Gaines, and she shared some info about Leah Thomas. So we did some digging, and now we have a lot of questions. Is this what the NCAA thinks a woman is? Warning, what we found is jarring. Leah Thomas appears to have 2 Instagram accounts. His public account, Leah K. Thomas, featuring a small handful of generic photos promoting messages like, let trans kids play. Then a private account, Leah Timmis. And this private account is disturbing. They link back to Nicole Wowrow, who did a video on this months and months ago that is now starting to get more traction. And I wanted to go through this because it truly is disgusting what this person, this biological man who supposedly identifies as a woman, is actually, like what their intentions actually are to get in the female locker room. We're just going to play it. We're going to pause it a couple times and react, but here we go.
Castrated himself. And he waited until after the swim season, after he was an All-American, and after the FINA ruling said he cannot compete into the Olympics to go ahead and do this surgery. And the announcement was made with these emojis and comments like this. Can I just say that ballless and flawless is like a joke you make about a dog, not a human. But actually, Leah castrating himself is not the strange part of this story.
And again, this was published November 14th. This is like almost 4 months ago at this point. But now it's starting to get a lot of traction because of the story Riley Gaines told about what Leah Thomas did in the locker room and how all this is starting to make sense.
We were working to verify this story. We learned more about Leah than we ever wanted to know. I apologize in advance for what you're about to see. Leah's smart. All the pictures he posts about himself are squeaky clean. However, the photos he likes, the photos he's tagged in by friends, and the accounts he associates with tell a very different story about a very different Leah. His online interactions indicate that he gets sexually aroused by dressing up as a woman. And his...
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? That Leah Thomas would get aroused by dressing up, by pretending to be a woman. Almost like that's what this freak has been doing.
Online activity is sprinkled with contempt for women left and right. But I'm going to give you the examples and you decide. See, Leah likes posts about having sexual fetishes for cross-dressing, like this. He likes posts about how his friends get together and have trans orgies. He likes posts about physically beating women. More than once, by the way. Do you remember Fallon Fox, that trans boxer that broke a woman's skull open and then bragged about it? Well, here's him bragging about it online, and Leah liked the post. And here's Leah liking the defense another time of breaking a woman's skull open. Here's another post that Leah liked. And if you don't speak trans acronyms, please allow me to break this down for you. This reference to AGP means Leah isn't trans to be more of their authentic self. They're trans because it's a sexual turn-on. He gets a sexual response or arousal from cross-dressing.
The mainstream media, everybody has been all over this Leah Thomas story, backing Leah Thomas, saying they just want to be in their real body. No, Leah Thomas is a disgusting, degenerate freak. You could tell all along, pretty obvious all along, but now we have all this evidence to back it up.
He also likes a lot of photos of other men cross-dressing. I mean, a lot. A lot. You can pause if you want. A lot of photos of men cross-dressing.
I wouldn't recommend pausing.
He interacts with a lot of accounts about sexploration. I'm not going to show most of those. He even likes photos of his friend practicing paganism or Satanism. And here's his boyfriend who drew Satan with chains around their necks. I'm going to let you completely draw your own conclusion on that one. You decide. He also likes a lot of crass pornographic cartoons, most of which I will not show here. And he has an entire wall of his bedroom dedicated to sex toys. Extreme sex toys. I mean, ball gags and whips and chains and harness. You can see. He's built a sex dungeon with his boyfriend who claims that he's only in open relationships. Which, it makes sense if you're into trans orgies, honestly. And look, if this was just about his personal life and his preference as a gay man and his fetishes, we would have just left it there. But it's not. Leah represents what it means to be an all-American. He has lobbied to be in the women's locker room on the basis that he feels like a woman. Not
This is the important part of all this stuff. Yeah, we know this person's a freak, but this is the important part because this person, Leah Thomas, has been lying to everybody about why they want to identify as this.
Not because he has any sexual arousal. He presents himself as a squeaky clean athlete with no ulterior motive. But parents deserve to know there is a darkness about allowing any man into the locker room that claims that they just feel like they should be there. The evidence of him having sexual fetishes abounds. This is a sexual fantasy being played out. And too many moms are wheeling in this Trojan horse into women's locker rooms in the name of compassion, in the name of inclusivity, not realizing that that horse is really just kink and perversion with a big, beautiful bow on it. What Leah has done to his own body is incredibly sad. To obsess over your body to the point where you feel the need to castrate yourself is tragic. The reasons he's done this are at best very sad, and at worst, it's far more sinister and far more perverted. Feminists for many decades understood that women needed a safe space no matter what men said, to protect women from being sexual fantasies or fetishes of men. And Leah has been quite clear that they only wanted to be in the locker room because they felt like a woman. Yet, when Leah's in private, a very, very different story is told.
That is disturbing. That is disgusting. But that is Leah Thomas, the disgusting degenerate freak that the media has been pushing, that the media has been protecting, that has so many of these woke activists out there convinced that you should be advocating for Leah Thomas to be in a women's locker room. How sad and gross. This person is a freak. They always have been. They always will be. Stop letting these people compete in real women's sports. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.